Now it's recording. Now you can
I consent to this meeting being recorded.
Wonderful. I also consent. I click record.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Welcome from Ed.
Welcome from the shed.
This is Ed Shed episode 0. We got a beautiful night of fights ahead of us. Let's take a look at them.
I think it's actually called Shed to Ed because I won last week, to be honest.
I think you're right. So we got ourselves, I believe it's 11 fights are still on the card. We
have 11 fights left on the card, and we're going to draft all 11 results of those fights plus 6 lengths over and under.
Beautiful. So we got Demopoulos versus Juarez, Hansen and Jazadovicius in our nerd limbs. We got Barcelos Henry, Rodriguez Madalena, Gravely Oliveira, and Frivolda Valdez on the prelim card. We got 2 title fights, heavyweight and flyweight, a welterweight bout, a bantam, and a welterweight for the main card.
A lot of card movement this week.
Yeah, well, we have 2 cancellations in the last 48 hours.
Rough time, but such is the trend this past couple of years.
Yeah, and you had all your work done on your Excel spreadsheet, and that all got deleted, so.
Yes. Yeah, so now I'm like half drafting in a whim here, but not really.
Okay, I'm going first. I got Raoni Barcelos for my number 1.
Raoni Barcelos. I expected you to do that.
Nice. He's the heaviest favorite of tonight, isn't he?
That's true now that the Topuria fight was canceled.
Right.
So they're coming in at 1.19 last time we seen them both.
1.19. Yep, and then Victor Henry is 4.50. So that's a heavy dog.
Right. I am ready to take Said Nurmagomedov.
He's doing it. He's taking Said.
I'm taking Said, last name. But one thing that his last name does include, Said Nurmagomedov is a secret Ed. He's an Ed man.
He's a secret Ed?
He's a secret Ed, otherwise known as a fake Ed. He has the words ED, or the letters ED, hidden somewhere in his name.
Oh, secret Ed. I've never heard of that before.
Secret Ed. I'm going to be tracking all of the Eds that we see. If we ever see any sheds, I guess I'll track them too. But we got some pure Eds. Those ones are pretty much going to be fucking Edson. What's his name again? Barbosa. Yeah, there you go. And then we got some true Eds. Last names start with Ed. And then we got some fake Eds, just Ed in their name somewhere. So another Ed got canceled, I think, is what it was.
What about what about Valdez? Do we take an Ez's or just Eds?
No, just Ed.
Just Ed. Okay, that's fair. So Figueiredo would be another Ed.
Figueiredo is the other secret Ed on the card.
Beautiful. Well, I'm gonna take Jack Madalena. No Ed there.
Ah, best kind. So that leaves me open to take my first smelly pick of the night. It's going to be Michael Pereira.
Why is he Smelly's pick of the night?
I consulted with my good buddy Smell Dog, aka known as Smelly.
Yeah.
And he said, quote unquote, I'm going to bring it up here now. I lost all my sick quotes from Smelly. He went on a huge rant about him too. Hold on.
About Michel Pereira?
Man, I guess. So a lot of times when I look at the names, I don't actually know who they are. So I get surprised when I turn on the fights after drafting these people, and I don't actually know which ones are female or not.
Okay.
So I guess so. I only just learned the gender of this person. So Smelly said, quote, Pereira should be good.
Pereira should be good. And
Pereira should be good.
That's good enough for your second pick, 4th overall.
That's good enough for my second pick, combined with the 1.31 odds there.
Right. And what's Pereira's opponent sitting at?
Looks like the opponent is sitting at about 3.3.
Ooh, that's steep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with the first lady to be drafted of the night. I'm going with Kay Hansen.
So that leads us to the second smelly pick of the night, and it's your pick.
Oh,
And it's
Kay Hansen?
and it's
He gave
not
Kay
Kay
Hansen the
Hansen.
nod? Okay.
No, he was given Jasmine Jazavaducious.
Jazavaducious. And is that
Jazadavicious.
he took Jasmine at 2.70?
No, he didn't, actually.
Oh,
He
okay.
said that Kay Hansen was a heavy favorite, but they're not that good, so keep that in mind.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Smelly throwing out heat at Kay Hansen. And this gives us the
Okay.
first Canadian that's drafted for the night, too. And the only Canadian on the card gives me Jasmine Jazadavicious.
How are you taking Jasmine? Oh, because you okay, you get her because I took K.
Yeah, I get her because you took K.
So who you taking for your pick?
So who am I taking for my pick? That's a great question. I am going to take the first length of the night. I'm going to take the co-main short.
He's taking Figgy versus Moreno, and that's less than 4.5, right?
That's less than 4.5. So that's the best odds there for the lengths, 1.69.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be a long match. You know, they do see decision a lot, but you know, third time the rematch between these folks, and I think Figueiredo got a lot of knockout power. I think he's going to go balls to wall, and he's going to get knocked out or fucking sub him or get knocked out himself. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, let's go with it. Let's go. I'm going to take Brandon Moreno then.
You're going to take Brandon Moreno. Boy.
I'm taking Brandon Moreno.
Interesting call. Okay, so I'm going to take Michelle Pereira and Fiallo short, under 2.5.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. You know what? I've been really arguing with myself a lot lately about this Francis Ngannou Cyril Gane fight, which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking that bet right now. I've just backed out. I kind of want to take Trevin Giles, man. I kind of want to take Trevin Giles.
You kind of want to take Trevin Giles at 2.10.
At 2.10. I kind of want to take it. I'm going to take Tony Gravely. I'm taking Tony Gravely.
All right, beautiful. So I asked Mel, or I asked Bay for some picks earlier. I sent her just a list, and I said, choose a name. And she said, Tony Gravy.
Tony Gravy.
Tony Gravy.
Okay.
So you got the first Bay pick of the night.
Nice. I got Valdez as my Bay pick of the night.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that happens.
We'll see if I get to that bet.
Yeah. So we got Tony Gravy gone. So we got the top 5, the top 6 actually, odds drafted off the board for fight outcomes, and we have the best 2 lengths taken as well.
So we have all the steepest bets have been bet, is what you're saying. The rest are going to be more competitive, trickier bets.
Yeah, we're getting there now.
Okay.
So we only got Rodolfo Vieira is under 1.5 odds.
Yeah, but that fight's canceled because Vieira pulled out.
That fight is canceled, and
that fight is canceled.
So that means we have the top 7 fights actually
drafted.
Yeah,
we still got the main event to be bet. We got the Morales fight to be bet. We got the Vanessa Demopoulos fight, and we got the Valdez fight.
I am going to take the Vanessa Demopoulos result here right now. So I think she's going to take it.
Okay.
And this is another smelly pick.
Really? He's really he's got a few picks here.
He's not usually that involved in it, but he messaged me today or yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I'm looking at a lot of stuff for the fights this weekend." I said, "Well,
oh shit, okay.
Well, let me know what you got to say, and I'll see what's going on." But that being said, I planned to take Vanessa last week before it was delayed. So me and Smelly collabing on this one.
Okay, I feel you. I'm gonna take Valdez, man. I'm taking Valdez.
You're gonna take Valdez? That's a good one. I was kind of up in the air about Valdez. I was going to kind of leave him, hope you were going to take Frivola and see if I can get stuck with Valdez. But unfortunately, I'm stuck with Frivola.
It is what it is. You know, I was watching On the Line, and they were arguing about that fight big time.
Oh no,
Yanni put $600 on what's his face on Frivola.
Wow. Well, that's a lot. I don't know about their unit values or not. I assume that's
Look,
I assume $600 is a lot for these folks too.
They get $1,000 budget every week, so he put half his betting budget on Frivola to beat Valdez. So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see how
that's
that
a lot
one
of
goes.
units. That's a lot.
It
of
is
units.
a lot of units. That's gonna be a heavy bet for the night.
So my strategy with the Frivola Valdez fight was actually to take the opposite in length from what you've taken. So Valdez, if he wins, I assume he's going to win early, sub, or knockout. So I'm going to take the fight to go early.
Okay. And that's your next bet?
That's my next bet.
Under 2.5?
Valdez under 2.5. I assume if Frivola wins, he's probably going to win by decision, and we'll just wash on the bet.
Okay.
Well, unless some crazy shit happens, but we'll see.
Unless some crazy shit happens. That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I'm stuck. I'm going to take Pete and Jack going short. Now, is that under 2.5?
Who? Sorry? Pete and
Jack. Pete and Jack.
Holy shit. I didn't even see that. I didn't even have anything for that one. So, yeah, go for it. Under 1.5, you said?
Yeah. Pete and Jack are, what are they? Madalena and Rodriguez. Yeah. So I'll just go Jack under 2.5.
Jack under 2. So it's 1.5.
Oh, 1.5. Yep, I'm still taking it.
You're still taking it. You think Jack's going to finish on that fast? So you're doubling down.
I'm doubling down on
Jack.
Call it the first double down in the night.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
So, if you have been paying attention, like our faithful viewers out there, you'd realize that I actually doubled down on Michelle Pereira.
Oh, you did too, didn't you? Yeah, you went. Okay, so we both have a spicy double pick.
We do.
Both short, both heavy favorite.
All right, so it's on me here now. And what in the fuck is left?
What in the fuck is left? We got the main event. We got Gane and Ngannou, and we got Morales Giles.
I'm going to touch on the main event here now. I'm going to take the over 2.5.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I think the over 2.5 is going to hit. Not a problem there. I think these fighters are going to take their time. They're going to take a lot of time range finding there. And they're just going to take it easy for a round and a half maybe. And then they're going to get into it, start throwing some heavy shit. I think Gane is going to fucking just wait it out.
Yeah, I think that you might be onto something. You see that a lot with the heavier guys and with the 5-rounders. They kind of just take the first one as a gimme. Could go either way.
Yep, that's it. And I think Ngannou could do the same thing. I don't think he really cares too much about giving up a round if he thinks he's going to score a knockout later.
Yeah, that's a good point. And we've seen him have trouble in the past over longer fights. And we've seen this new side of him being successful a bit later. They call it a patient Ngannou. So if we're going to feed into that narrative, then we can see that going longer. But like patient, I'm still thinking patient Ngannou was like 8 minutes to operate. We can see it happen.
Yeah, the boy doesn't need that much time.
Yeah, I'm thinking 1.5. So it could go. I didn't take that pick yet for a reason. So I think it's going to be a tricky one.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Cyril Gane then. If you're taking that main to go long, I'll play along with your narrative because Gane's going to get it if we go long.
Damn. So that means that we only have one length left to take. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Wait, we got the Valdez. We took the Valdez length. Yep. That means we got the Henry Barcelos length, right?
That's right. And then we had one other one that was canceled, the Jordan Tapiura fight.
So we got 2 bets left.
Yeah. We got 2 bets left. That's it.
Yep. Under my math, we got one. Count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, Tony Gravy. Yeah.
Yeah, you said 17, so that means we got 2 left.
Yeah, I'm just looking for some fights. So you just took Gane. I'm gonna have to just take Michael Morales.
You taking Mike Morales, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take the Trevin Giles on that one.
Okay, I'll take it. And Barcelos length, what weight class are those guys in?
That's a good.
Bantam, I'm going to take it long.
You're gonna take it long. So you're
Yeah.
gonna take the underdog in this weight scenario, or in
And
this
then,
odd scenario.
is that 1.5 or 2.5?
That's 2.5.
Okay, I'll take it. There it is.
A bantam set at 1.5, Devin.
I can dream.
Yeah, we want to see that one. So, give us a rundown.
So, first round pick overall is Rowney Barcelos. Last pick was me taking Barcelos to go long.
So, what do you like about Barcelos?
What do
he's the
I like
best?
about? Besides, he's the best.
Besides, he's the best odds. The sports book like him. What do you?
I'm going to let his record speak for him. Rowney Barcelos is 34 years old, so I don't like his age, frankly. But he's on a bit of a streak here. He's coming off of one loss. I don't think that's an issue. He still got fight of the night. He was in that fight the whole time. His last couple fights have been decisions. He's been in there. I like the fact that he's got time on the clock. You know, you don't look at a guy's record and think that he's just getting in there and getting it done. He holds up. That's what I mean. He's got KO knockouts in the second and third. I like to see that. He's got he's got a few TKOs in the second and third. I really like to see that. You know, I hate when I'm waiting for the finish to happen in the first round, and then I'm just stuck watching my guy burn his clock out. This guy's still in it. He's still a dog deeper into the fight, so I can still hope that he's going to pull that off.
Yeah, you're getting happier as the fight goes on, as opposed to getting more exhausted, like the fighter.
Yes, big time, big time. That's what I like about him in a nutshell. And you took Said Nurmagomedov as your first overall.
Did. Yeah, so he was a consensus. When I consulted all of my expert friends who were betting things on the internet, everybody said, bet Said Nurmagomedov. Didn't watch any videos about him, so I still didn't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay. And we don't have a length prop for that one. Is that right?
We didn't have a length prop. I had a look at it. Even though it's on the main card, the over 2.5 was set to like 1.3 or 1.4 for the over. So it's almost guaranteed to go long, which should be good because I'm going to have a good 15 minutes watching Said dominate the octagon.
Good old wrestler with that last name.
Good old wrestler with that last name.
That's what it is. I'm not gonna bullshit here. A lot of my picks were just heavy favorites. So Jack Maddalena.
Okay.
I would have liked to take Michel Pereira. I think he's got a guy who's 0-0 in the UFC as his opponent. So it just might be a good smack.
Yeah, I know, right? I was kind of thinking about taking him first, but I was afraid I was gonna miss on Said, so I had to go with my gut.
Let's take a look at Kay Hansen's record here.
So, yeah, Kay Hansen was one of those ones, even though she was listed at like 1.4, because I was going to let it be a smelly pick, I was just going to avoid it altogether. So, whenever you drafted Kay Hansen, that was it.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at Kay's record here, and she's got 1 win, 1 loss in the UFC. You know, her wins over submission over Jin Yu Frey. Jin Yu Frey knows how to fight.
Yeah.
And her loss is to Corey McKenna. So, you know, that's a bit why she's a bit further down the pick list. You start getting those losses on your records, you stop being a heavy favorite. Simple as that.
True facts.
So what else we got here?
Yeah.
Now we get the co-main.
Yeah, I was thinking that could go short. I think Figueiredo is going to be coming out fucking swinging on this one. Buys on the fight night picks. They were talking about his camp. How he's in the champ camp now, man. I think that's going to be hyped up. I think he's going to be coming with a fucking vengeance. This is going to be Figgy's like last reign. Like whenever he starts losing again, then he'll be out soon.
That's a good point. Like he can't afford to lose this one.
So he's going to try and go out on top. He's going to give it his all.
Yeah, I've been watching him for a while now. I remember I watched him at UFC 240, and I think he got a bonus for that performance. I think it was fight of the night. So,
he's got some fucking power, but you know that goes both ways. So I just took it short as opposed to taking him.
Yeah, and I took Moreno because I just like how he's evolving. I did. Yeah,
Moreno could be. Yeah.
Look, I took him because he scored the submission. I like to see that, and he's been in there for 7 rounds without getting knocked out by Figgy. So I think he might have Figgy's number.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that too.
Yeah, and then you took Michelle basically by stoppage. Yep.
Yep.
I had Gravely recently, and Gravely got beat, but whatever. He's a favorite. I'm taking him again.
Nice. I planned to take Vanessa last week. I don't remember why. I think I just seen some consensus picks. They seemed up on Vanessa, so I just remember from last week.
Right, and Valdez, like I said, that's a Bay pick, and then
Bay pick. Yeah.
Bay pick.
Valdez was pretty interesting. I wasn't sure which way to go about that one at all.
Yeah, again, this is like, definitely a back half pick by all means.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a good fight.
It should. The lengths. I always find the lengths go either way. You got to have a little narrative for yourself, right? These boys are going to swang and bang. I believe Jack has quite a few stoppages under his belt, so this will just be another day at the office if he sorts that out.
Yeah, I assumed when I was going to take Saeed and Michelle first that you were going to end up taking Jack anyway, so I didn't even look at that fight very much.
Yeah, I'm going to close this real quick. Now, the main going along with Cyril Gane, pretty straight narrative here. We got, Ngannou by knockout on one side of the bet, and we got Gane by decision the other side. If we see Gane by knockout or Ngannou by decision, I think no one's expecting that, but it's definitely possible. Right. Because the fight's, again, pick 'em, right? It's a pick 'em fight, so I don't know why the narrative seems to be that way.
Yeah, so when I was looking at the UFC official rankings and stuff like that, so they're listed whatever in their own division, like 1 and 2 or champion 1 or whatever. But when you look at pound for pound, I think the UFC themselves actually rate Ngannou number 3 in the world, pound for pound. And Gane is listed at 15.
Oh, okay.
So then you take the number 3 fighter in the world at 2.2 odds. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I think another part of that is just the idea. What do you see all the time in UFC? You see people show up undefeated and start losing. And Gane, clearly his skill level is at least top 5. He just beat Derek Lewis. He beat Rosenstrike. Knocked both those guys on their ass. And now we're going to see if he's going to get to the very, very top. And it's an intriguing matchup. But I think he could lose. I don't know. I didn't take Cyril, did I? Who took Cyril?
No, you did.
Oh, fuck. Let's go, Cyril.
Let's go, Cyril. I love doing that. Cyril. Turn on a fight. Who did I bet on again?
Well, a lot of the time, when I lose my picks, it's because I go with my gut.
Yeah, it's like, I just realized I'm not that
picks. You got to disagree with yourself. I always find that because I like Figueiredo. I would take Figueiredo, but the numbers were telling me take Moreno. The story was telling me take Moreno.
Yeah, and it's something you got to pay attention to too, because like you can get like fan bias sometimes, or like you could just witness Figgy do something and not realize what Moreno's going to do. It's going to cloud whatever you see and versus what everybody else manages to see. I do it all the time. Football. People talk me down from taking underdogs.
I've taken McGregor as first round overall twice. I think I took McGregor and he lost the last 2 times. Is that right?
Yeah, he hasn't won for a while. I don't remember now.
No, but I'll probably still take him first round over and over again.
Did he even win? He hasn't won since he's been back from boxing, right?
Nope, he did. He beat Cowboy in January 2020.
Oh, well, that's probably his last win then.
That was his last win.
What else we got? 2 years ago.
That was a quick draft. The live draft is real quick because you got to be ready to roll.
The live draft is pretty quick, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
No. Now, I was going to ask you, what favorites did you dislike and what dogs did you like? Because I liked Ngannou, I liked Figueiredo, and I liked Valdez. So I'm glad I got to take Valdez. But honestly, I had my eyes on Figueiredo and Ngannou all day.
Let me split up on the research here.
Sure.
So what dogs did I like?
What dogs did you like? Let me pull up the list.
So
here.
I really liked Simon Oliveira. So when you took Tony Gravy, so I asked Mel earlier for a pick. I just sent her a list of names, and she said Tony Gravy. But I already was dead set on Oliveira. So
you were at 2.95. You were going to take Simon Oliveira.
Yeah, so that was just one of those. I was just going to let you draft Tony Gravy whenever you took him.
Yeah, okay. And that
was pretty much. I liked Valdez as well. I think that he could be best kind, and I like Figueiredo as well, and I like Ngannou. I liked a lot of underdogs on this card. So I
Yeah,
assumed you were going to take a guy like Brandon Moreno, hopefully, or if not, I would be okay if you drafted Figgy.
well, I took Moreno as a round 4 pick. I was
Yeah.
low key hoping that you were gonna grab it for me, and I took Cyril
Right.
Gane as my second last pick. So, I still went with the favorite in those
Yeah.
cases, but it definitely kept it out of my first 3.
Yeah. So which underdogs did you like? Which
I
favorites
like
did
I,
you
I
want me
liked
to choose?
Valdez. I had to take him myself,
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do that sometimes.
big time. And you can't be afraid to just pick your heavy favorites early. That's the way it is. I remember I've always tried to go for my strict, like, find a guy I like and I'll get the hit, but I'll waste an early round of betting
Yeah.
taking a guy I
Yeah,
like.
you can probably get them in like at least the second round. You
Yeah,
got to take the freebie in the first, hopefully. The
yeah.
1.19.
We gonna cut this? What are we gonna do? I think we
Yeah,
got our picks.
I'm good with whatever. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, that was it. That was all that I had on
That
my
was
board.
it. That's it, and that's all. Let's check what time the fights are tomorrow.
Oh,